Chapter 1. The Arrival. The sound of heavy metal gates slamming shut reverberated in Marcus's ears as he stepped into the high-security prison, a stark reminder of his new reality. At 32, he felt the weight of his past pressing down on him, his desperate act that led to incarceration replaying in his mind like a broken record. The chaotic energy around him was palpable. Guards barked orders while clusters of inmates assessed the newcomers with wary eyes. Fear coursed through Marcus's veins as he navigated the maze of cells and hallways, plagued by feelings of isolation and loss. In his first moments of silence behind the bars, he pondered the life he left behind, the friendships, the family, the echoes of laughter that seemed irretrievably distant. As his internal monologue deepened, he felt the chasm between the man he was and the inmate he had become, setting the stage for a profound journey of survival and self-discovery. Chapter 2. New Beginnings. As the initial chaos of Marcus's arrival subsides, he faces the daunting challenge of adapting to his new reality. The prison's rigid structure becomes apparent. Early morning head counts, mandatory work details, and the monotonous shuffle of inmates shuffling through the halls. Marcus navigates this unfamiliar terrain with trepidation, struggling to carve out a routine amidst the relentless cycle of days. He observes his surroundings, noting the watchful eyes of guards and the subtle hierarchy among inmates. His first encounters are met with mixed emotions. Some are indifferent, while others offer wary glances. Yet within this harsh environment, Marcus understands the importance of establishing a daily rhythm to maintain his sanity. As the distant clang of metal doors echoes, he begins to reflect on his choices, seeking solace in the tiniest routines, like morning exercise or shared meals, slowly finding a sense of stability amidst uncertainty. Chapter 3. Inmate Narratives. As Marcus acclimates to his new surroundings, he encounters a diverse group of fellow inmates, each with their unique story tethered to their past. He meets Tony, a former firefighter whose heroic life spiraled into gang affiliation, Brenda, a middle-aged woman who embezzled funds to escape her crushing debts, and Jamal, a young artist struggling with addiction. Through their voices, listeners hear the echoes of regret and resilience. Tony shares tales of bravery turned to desperation. Brenda details the moment when ambition crossed a moral line, and Jamal expresses his longing for the freedom to create. Their narratives, intertwined with ambient sounds of clinking metal and hushed conversations, reveal how these individuals grapple with their past actions, connecting through shared vulnerability. Each story illuminates the struggle for redemption, illustrating that within these walls, hope can still thrive amidst the shadows of consequence. Chapter 4. Moments of Humanity. In a world marked by harsh realities, fleeting moments of kindness become a lifeline for inmates. Marcus recalls a day when an elderly inmate named Frank, his mentor, offered him an unexpected gift, a set of paintbrushes and a canvas. The soothing sound of bristles gliding across the surface brings Marcus immense solace, transforming the stark gray walls into a vibrant tapestry of expression. As they paint side by side, their conversations flow, revealing deep-seated fears and aspirations. Frank shares his life story, a mix of hardship and resilience, igniting a spark of hope in Marcus. These shared moments foster connections that transcend the prison's confines, offering glimpses of humanity amidst the struggle. The warmth of laughter and the rustle of paint fill the air. Each stroke of the brush becomes a symbol of their budding friendship. In these shared spaces, redemption feels possible and healing begins. Chapter 5. Struggles and Setbacks. In this emotionally charged chapter, Marcus grapples with the turmoil bubbling within, manifested as simmering anger and relentless regret. The echoing sounds of chairs scraping against the concrete floor signal the start of group therapy sessions, where inmates confront their inner demons. As they share their stories, their voices resonate with raw honesty, exposing layers of guilt and longing. Marcus listens intently, feeling a mix of empathy and fear. He recognizes the battles they all face, trapped not just by bars, but by the shadows of their past. The clock ticks ominously in the background, amplifying the pressure surrounding their confessions. He acknowledges that healing is a challenging path, littered with setbacks, yet he senses a growing camaraderie among the inmates. Their shared experiences serve as a poignant reminder of vulnerability and the collective pursuit of redemption, amidst the prison's harsh realities. Chapter 6: The Outside World. As the echo of distant laughter fades, Marcus introduces a somber reflection on life before prison. Voices break through the silence, snippets of phone calls capturing the longing of inmates yearning for connection with loved ones. Stories unfold of missed births and family gatherings, each tale laced with nostalgia and regret. The frailty of these ties is palpable as they articulate their dreams of reuniting with children and spouses, sharing heart-wrenching messages filled with love and yearning. Soundscapes blend with memories, children's laughter, family dinners, the rustle of leaves in their old neighborhoods. These moments starkly contrast their stark reality inside the prison walls. As Marcus listens to his fellow inmates, a bittersweet sense of unity emerges. They are bound by shared experiences of loss, hope, and the unrelenting desire to return to the lives they left behind. The chapter closes with an echo of unresolved journeys, reminding listeners of the heavy burden of both remorse and yearning. Chapter 7: Coping Mechanisms. In the confines of the prison, coping becomes an essential lifeline for inmates like Marcus. As he navigates the emotional turmoil of incarceration, he discovers that art serves as a powerful outlet. The episode opens with the ambient sounds of pencils scratching against paper and brushes gently swishing against canvas, creating a serene backdrop. Inmates share their coping strategies. Some find solace in journaling or music, while others engage in physical exercise or form study groups, creating a sense of normalcy amidst the chaos. Marcus reflects on how creating art not only alleviates his pain, but also fosters connections with fellow inmates. The camaraderie that arises during shared art sessions unveils a hidden sanctuary where vulnerability flourishes. Through storytelling and creativity, inmates explore their pasts, vent frustrations, and cultivate hope. The chapter poignantly illustrates the healing power of creativity, emphasizing how these coping mechanisms become a bridge toward redemption and resilience. Chapter 8: Vulnerability and Trust. In the confines of prison, the stark realities of vulnerability and trust weave a complex tapestry among inmates. Marcus shares how forming friendships became essential for survival, highlighting the delicate balance of openness and caution. In a powerful audio montage, voices overlap, revealing moments of authenticity as inmates lean on one another in times of need. Yet not all connections are built on solid ground. Betrayal lurks in the shadows, with stories of broken trust echoing through the corridors. As Marcus reflects on his own experiences, he recounts a painful incident where a trusted ally turned against him, leaving a scar that's hard to heal. The sounds of whispered conversations and shared laughter underscore the deep bonds forming despite the looming threat of betrayal. Each connection becomes a lifeline, reminding listeners that amidst hardship, the quest for genuine companionship remains a poignant journey of hope and human connection behind bars. Chapter 9: Group Dynamics and Rivalries. As Marcus navigates the complexities of prison life, he becomes acutely aware of the intricate social structures within the inmate population. Sounds of whispers and shuffling feet echo through the corridors, reflecting the tense atmosphere shaped by cliques and rivalries. He shares the story of two opposing factions, one rooted in survival, the other in loyalty and protection. Through interviews, inmates reveal how these dynamics influence daily interactions, causing conflicts but also fostering unlikely alliances. Marcus reflects on his own journey, a struggle to find his place amidst power games and territorial disputes. With each encounter, he learns the delicate balance between asserting his identity and maintaining peace. The audio captures heated discussions, moments of tension, and fleeting truce, illustrating how the quest for respect coexists with the longing for connection. By understanding the intricacies of these rivalries, Marcus gains insight into the human condition's broader vulnerabilities and desires for belonging, even behind bars. Chapter 10: Dreams Deferred. In this poignant chapter, inmates gather to share the dreams and aspirations they once held before their lives took a drastic turn. The atmosphere is heavy with nostalgia as Marcus listens intently to his fellow inmates reveal their once bright hopes, dreams of becoming teachers, artists, and business owners now buried under the weight of regret. The haunting echoes of the prison yard blend with the captured whispers of longing as each story unfolds. One inmate recalls the joy of playing in a band, while another shares tales of a family business never started. The soundscape, filled with emotional music punctuated by quiet sighs, reflects their wistfulness. As they reflect on how their ambitions have been deferred, the men confront the duality of their past dreams and present realities. Yet amid sorrow lies a sense of resilience. These dreams, though postponed, remain alive in their hearts, propelling them toward a hopeful future of redemption. Chapter 11. Exploration of Identity. In the echoing halls of the prison, the question of identity looms large. Marcus and his fellow inmates grapple with the dichotomy of who they once were and who they aspire to become. The harsh labels of criminal and ex-convict weigh heavily on their souls, often drowning out whispers of hope and potential. Sound bites of introspective conversations punctuate the air, voices filled with yearning for transformation amid the oppressive surroundings. Inmates share their struggles with self-worth, reflecting on the dreams they abandoned in darker moments. Each narrative reveals a unique journey of self-discovery as they confront their pasts, unveiling layers of vulnerability. The ambient sounds of distant footsteps and quiet sobs create a canvas for their soulful reflections. Through shared stories, they begin to redefine their identities, recognizing that change is possible. In this space of honesty and raw vulnerability, the seeds of personal evolution are sown, hinting at the futures they dare to envision. Chapter 12. Preparing for Release. As the echoes of the ticking clock fill the air, a palpable tension surrounds the inmates. Marcus shares his anxiety about the looming release date, feeling both excitement and trepidation. Conversations drift through the atmosphere, filled with hopes and fears, as inmates discuss their dreams for the outside world, some eager to reconnect with family, others anxious about finding jobs or facing societal judgment. The sounds of distant laughter and the clattering of footsteps in the yard contrast sharply with the heaviness of their impending departure, illustrating the duality of their emotions. Marcus reflects on acquaintances lost and the friends he'll leave behind, grappling with the uncertainty of a future that feels both liberating and terrifying. Each inmate voices their aspirations, intertwining their struggles with newfound resolve as they forge a path towards reintegration. In this crucial moment, the air shimmers with the possibility of transformation and renewal, marking the beginning of a new chapter. Chapter 13. Reflections on the Journey. As the shadows lengthen in the dimly lit common room, Marcus sits with a small group of fellow inmates, each reflecting on their shared experiences. Voices echo softly against the walls, mingled with the sounds of distant footsteps. "I used to think my past defined me," a former gang member confesses, his tone heavy with regret. Marcus nods, feeling the weight of acknowledgement for the mistakes they've all made. "But I've learned that redemption isn't just about regret. It's about forgiveness of ourselves," he adds, his voice steady. The group shares heartfelt stories of growth, laughter punctuating moments of vulnerability. The rhythmic ticking of a clock underscores the fleeting nature of time, urging them to grasp the present. As they speak, the air thickens with hope, a shared understanding that transformation is possible. They realize that while the past will always linger, it does not have to dictate their futures. Here in this moment, they find strength in every scar.